Lordy again, and this is a first for me. This is my first video e-liquid review. For this one I need to thank Mido over at UK Vapors, who this is the first e-liquid he's produced. Let's just show you the label there. It's called Scorpion Blood, and as you can see it's a 50-50 PGVG at 12mg strength. The colour, as you can see, is like a real dark green. My webcam's not got the best of colours, so it's probably not picking it up all that well. In fact, on my screen that looks like a murky brown, which isn't too good a representation. Now, when I got this through the post, I didn't even have to open the envelope and I could smell it. It is intense, really intense. And in fact, Mido says that he does sell it at super concentrate, and he recommends that people, well, he doesn't recommend. Some people vape it neat as is. Some people dilute it to by 20 or 30% at the very most. I've diluted mine a little bit just to get a little bit more nicotine strength in there. So I've got this up to about 15mg now, something like that. But it does mean that I've got a little bit more PG in there than it would otherwise have. The smell worried me at first, because at first I thought, oh, this is an absinthe flavour. Now I don't know whether anyone remembers absinthe from back in the day, but the one that I had was really sort of intense on the flavour, almost too much, and the throat hit was an absolute killer. And I thought, I don't know, I'm probably not going to like this. And then I had a vape of it, and I'm going to take a vape for you now. This is on an AGI dripper with a Poldiac with a fresh 18350 battery. So here we go, let's take a vape. The trouble with the white background is you probably can't see just how much vapour this produces. I think I've actually got a little bit too much in there. Let's have another go. There you go, now you get an idea. This produces a lot of vapour. In terms of the taste experience, it's very aniseed, very licorice, but there's a lot of subtle notes going on with it as well. I was trying to wrap my brains as to what it tastes like, and if you ever had blackjacks as a kid, the fruit sweet, the little black chews, it tastes very similar to that. Definitely flooded my dripper a bit. After you've had a vape, same as a lot of aniseed stuff does, it sort of leaves your mouth feeling a tiny bit, not cut, but you've got that real sort of aniseedy sort of zing that's left with a real sweetness that follows it. It's gorgeous compared to the aniseed that I used to have back in the day. The throat hit is there, and it's what you'd expect from the nicotine strength from any similar e-liquid. It's not over the top, it's not too much. Sorry, I'm going to have some tea. It's very manageable. For me, it's probably not an all-day vape. Taste is one of those things that's so subjective, and what I'm giving you here now is entirely my opinion. Over the last couple of days since I've had it, I tend to vape a lot of fruity flavours, and after a while your taste buds get a bit burnt out and everything starts to taste a bit samey. And this is a real intense, pungent change. It's a really good palate cleanser as well after you've eaten or after you've had a strong coffee or something like that. It just freshens your mouth back up again. An absolute treat. But that's entirely my opinion. I hope I've done the flavour justice. Like I said, it's aniseed and licorice are the main tones that you get, but there's a few other subtle notes in there. It's nice and sweet and delicious. Now I believe this is the first of Mido's flavours. I think he's got another one on the way called Yillo, Y-I-L-L-O. Now he called this one Scorpion's Blood because of this nice green colouring, so I'm sure that Yillo is going to be yellow. What else to tell you about that flavour? I haven't got a clue at the moment, but if this is any kind of indicator as to the type of flavours that you can expect from Mido, then yeah, I can't wait to taste the next one. So he does have a standalone website for this, which is scorpionblood.com. I think he sells all of them at 50-50, 12 milligram strength, and you can get it in 10, 30 and 50 ml bottles. So there you go, my first e-liquid review. Thank you very much for watching. I just knew I'd forget something. Word of warning that I must pass on is that if you use polycarbonate tanks or any other tanks that are prone to clouding or cracking with certain e-liquids, then you probably want to be very careful with this one. I mean, if you've got Pyrex tanks and things like that, then you've got no problem at all. So just use a bit of discretion. If you've got a tank that has been sort of known or is prone as a type that can crack with some e-liquids, then be a little bit careful. There. Bye.